Okay, Captain Liberia, we're back here, and I have a new set ready for you here. Civil War set from Amazon. This is like about 20 bucks, but I'm gonna do another Civil War set. So this is just a small taste of what's to come. We have this 100 piece Civil War set. I'm gonna show all the pieces here, so I'm really excited here. So let's get started. So the first piece we have here is this wagon. It's red at the bottom and white at the top. It is, I think it can be removed. Oh, it can, actually. I'm not going to because I don't want to break it. Actually, yeah, let's do it because, we're kind of halfway there. And that's our first soldier set. So here's the wagon here. You can see all my other troops there. So the front wheels don't move. They kind of do, but this is a pretty solid wagon. You have our first Union soldier here. I'm not sure you can see him. He looks like, honestly, the blue police officer soldiers that you see. So you can see his backpack here. This is a very cool piece. So they can stand on this, but once you put it on top, let's see. Let's take a look here. I'm doing this at 3 a.m. Okay, they actually can fit inside. Okay, that's interesting. So this wagon will be indeed useful for a set. Then you have a cannon. This cannon is massive. This is a blue cannon. I'm assuming this would... well, actually, it's blue and gray, so it could go for the Union or the Confederacy. This is a very good cannon here. So it moves. Oh, that's a 10 out of 10 here. Then we have the flag. So the flag is made out of paper. And then... that's weird. I never seen this before. Usually the flag would be plastic like the pole, but the flag itself is this paper. So I actually don't like this. I've never seen that before, and I'm not a fan of it. So let's get to the actual soldiers. So we have our prone rifleman. This guy looks absolutely cool. Let me show you. That's awesome. He's a sharpshooter, so that's very cool right here. Like I said, there's 64 pieces. So probably 32 for each side. So then we have, apparently, I guess he's like a charging trooper. You can see his backpack here. You can see his hat. And I don't see a sword here, but yeah, that's that guy. I don't know how many poses there are. Then we have our first Confederate soldier. This is basically the standard rifleman that you see in literally every single set here. So he's going to go right down there. Then we have the charging bayonet guy. He's putting his bayonet down. He's about to stab someone. The detail in this is absolutely awesome. The pose looks very similar to that British soldier we viewed in the last video, or one of the last videos. This is a very cool pose that we have here. Okay, I grabbed 3 of them by accident. So one of them is a repeat. So then we have this basically just, I guess, standing guard soldier. Has his rifle there. Very cool pose. This is definitely going to be used for a stop motion. Then we have the officer. So he has his pistol right there. You can see a revolver. It's kind of bulky, but you can tell what it is. And then you have his sword down here. I'm not sure it's capturing it, but you have his sword right down there and his hat. And the detail is very, very cool. So he's obviously going to be the officer. Then you have a like a marching soldier here. He has his stuff ready. He's ready for some action. So this is actually a very cool piece as well. Then you have, well, he's okay. Let's just say he's behind cover. This is a crouching Confederate soldier. He's not shooting, but he's just crouched. He's like, I guess we'll just say he's behind cover. Who knows? You could just say he's reloading. Then we have their own sharpshooter. No, they're different poses here. They're clearly different poses. They're not exactly the same, but they have their own sharpshooter here. That's awesome. These prone guys are absolutely awesome. Then we have the flag bearer. So this is just like a generic, it looks like, I don't know, some flag. So there's supposed to be horses in here. You can even see these like clips at the end. These are clearly supposed to be horses. Like I said, standard rifleman shooting right there. Okay, so we have this guy with a weird rifle. It looks like a Winchester. He has his uniform and he has a flag. Now, the box said they're not allowed to show Confederate flags, but I mean, it looks like a Confederate flag, actually. It's just not colored, obviously. So, this is a pretty cool design we have here. This is actually one of the coolest. Yeah, the set was very cool. It wasn't that expensive. It was like 20 bucks. So, he's just a marching guy. Maybe he's either marching or no, it wouldn't be muskets at this time, so he wouldn't be reloading. So he's just marching. So this is a pretty cool character you have here. Another sharpshooter. Another sharpshooter, this time for the Union. So this is an officer. He has his binoculars. That's awesome detail. And he's pointing, and then you can see a sword down here. So that's a very interesting piece. I have to do a full scale Civil War battle. Another crouching guy. Another guy who's just marching here. So we're trying to get some more accessories. 64 pieces we have in total for the soldiers. This is like a crawling guy. You see, as a kid, I've never seen these pieces, but now as an adult, I see them all the time. But I've never seen a crawling guy. That's a still very, very cool pose. So a standard rifleman, and then we have a drummer. Again, as a kid, I've never seen any drummers. I've seen a bagpipe. I've never seen a drummer in any soldier position, any soldier pose. So that's actually really cool. So it's a flag bearer again. I think I feel a horse in there. Yes, it is. Here is a horse. He or she is a brown horse. They don't have stands. So comparing to my other horses, these are the stands. These are massive though. And I had other horses in the medieval fight, right? I should probably do cowboys next. I don't know. So I'm not even sure this is going to fit. As you can see here, I don't want to break them. Yeah, I'm not even sure this is going to fit, but I don't want to break it off. But yeah, he's apparently supposed to stand. So that's actually pretty cool. It might be for a different pose, actually. So we've seen that already before. Seen that as well. Okay, so we have another flag bearer right here. Let me see if it tries to work now. Probably not. Okay, yeah, it's not. These are very small horses, by the way. Another guy we've seen before. Then we have an artillery piece. This is very cool. So we had a cannon and artillery piece. This is very cool. This could be for either side, but since it's gray, it make more sense to be on the Confederacy side. Okay, so what else is next? We have our tents. This is our tan tents that we can put down. So this is the camp we can use. That's actually very, very awesome here. Let me see who can fit under it. Let's see here. Let's put this guy under here. Okay, so it does actually, fit somebody in there. So that's actually really neat. Okay, so what else is next is we got these like fences. More fences. Oh, they give us a lot of fences here. So this is going to go for like, I don't know, somebody's like, if there's like a farm or something, that's actually pretty cool. But no one buys a box just for the fences. So this is another guy in a horse. He has his rifle ready. Let's see if it works here. It probably should. Oh, this guy is kind of on there. No, not really. Yeah, so it's not gonna work. But yeah, it's a rifleman on a horse, so that's not gonna work either. More fences, and we got a couple of these guys. So this is clearly a marching soldier. Either he might be marching or shot, actually. I think he's clearly marching. The detail of the rifle is absolutely awesome. That's cool. And then we have another soldier on horseback. I didn't see that this was inside. It has no inside, but again, they don't really fit. I don't want to break those pieces. So, I don't know. So this is a pose you haven't seen. So this guy is like just yelling, and he has his rifle in his hand. He's just like summoning, calling out his guys. And then we have this. We've seen this before. You've also seen this before. Another guy wearing binoculars, has binoculars and has a sword. So I'm not sure if this is gonna fit. Again, no, it's not. But I have no idea what this is. I guess this is supposed to be for the tent. I actually don't know what this is supposed to be for. So, I don't know. We've seen this multiple times. Then we got a tree here. And then we have a guy, we've seen his position before. And we just saw this one, but his gun is broken. So, yeah, it's going to be a problem. But we've seen that already. We're going near the end of the box. Another artillery, another horse, but this one isn't I think this one, it appears to me, no, they're the same pose. So these horses aren't that good. Oops. Another cannon right here, another cannon. This was supposed to be a flagpole, I see. I think. Yeah, it is. It's actually pretty cool. So, okay, the Union have their own artillery piece. This one's blue, so that's actually pretty cool. Then we have black horses. That's actually awesome. We have another trooper ready to march. Both these guys actually are ready. Again, they look like police officers. And then another guy hollering for his friends. Uh-oh, we're near the end of the box. Another officer, this guy's pose is a little bit different. So this guy, let's try the black horse. Yeah, still not working, yeah. You don't want to break it. So, yeah, I don't know what way you're going to put them in. Maybe is it this way? I don't know. Obviously, like I said, they're not going to show the Confederate flag, so they just have an empty flag. Another sharpshooter, another horse. Another artillery piece for the Union. Another horse, another sharpshooter, and you have this bow. I saw this before. I'm gonna give this to the Confederacy, even though I don't think they have a blue one, but I'm gonna give this one to the Confederacy. So this is actually pretty cool. No way I saw any of this like that as a kid. Another sharpshooter, another guy crawling. And this is just a guy with his horn. He's yelling. The detail of this is absolutely awesome. I have to admit, this is awesome. This is very cool. I'm going to do a much larger scale battle for this video. So another marching guy. Another sword guy. Oh, his gun broke off. So yeah, these are not really packaged too well. A guy singing the horn. That's actually pretty cool. Trombone or whatever that is. And then more of these guys. Uh-oh, we're getting near the end. So this guy has his rifle there. He's marching. That's pretty cool. Another marching guy. Another guy with his gun up. And you can see his sword, his details back there. Then we have this position again. Uh-oh, we're nearing the end of the box. We have this guy. Oh my gosh, like I said, it's a pistol. These guys just look like police officers, just repackaged. So he has his pistol right there, because I've seen a police officer with this, so that's pretty cool. The flag, the actual flag stand. Another guy, the trombone right here. He's not aiming, and you have that position again. And another crawling guy, and another guy singing his horn thing. I think there's 2 more pieces left. Another drummer. And that's the last guy. So these are the pieces. 100 figures, 36 soldiers, or 46. No, yeah, like 64 soldiers and 36 accessories. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. That was a very short, late at night. Late. It's like almost 4 a.m. Hope you guys enjoy that. Stay tuned for the next episode. We're definitely going to add more to this. We're going to do another Civil War battle. We're also going to do some stop motion of Civil Wars. But